Welcome everyone. It's Friday. It is a rainy Friday in LA. Hey Haroon. How are you? Big hugs to you and the babies and the family. I'm really excited about this thing I'm doing on Fridays. Number one, because I am probably the fattest, skinniest person, you know, because I just love food, like love food. So I do, hey Gretel's already here. So I thought of, actually, because I post a lot of, like, sometimes I post my food stuff, my food, things that I cook in the house. And so a lot of people, not a lot, like millions, you know what I mean? But coming at you, Gretel, people are like, oh, you should do like an online cooking show. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know if I have the time, like, for me personally to commit to that every single, you know, whatever day I'm going to do it. So I was like, but I follow, you know, there are a lot of people that I follow. Hey, everyone. Thank you guys for joining. I follow quite a few people whose food posts, like, legit have me salivating. And my guest today, Gretel, is one of those people. If you just go on her page, you will see, hi Nikki, hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. So I was like, you know, let me try, how can I be creative about this? So I said, let me try to start something where I invite other guests to come on and cook like a short meal and talk about some interesting things that they do. So like I just put a list together of people that I follow, and I was like, first of all, Gretel, I mean, let me bring her in now because y'all gonna see her. I'm gonna bring her in. let me bring Gretel in. Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. Foodie Fridays with Mo, and today my guest is Gretel Truong. I'm really excited. Look at Gretel. Gretel is.
Hi.
Gretel is ready. Look at, we're already ready. I love it. Hi, Gretel. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Happy rainy Friday here in LA.
I was just saying to everyone before I brought you in how, like, much of a rainy Friday it is. But I personally, I mean, we're both I'm from DC, from the DMV area, from Arlington, and we're used to the rain. We're used to the seasons. So I'm personally enjoying the rain.
Oh, I love it. The window's open. I think it's great.
The window is open. And so everyone's already asking what's on the menu. So anyway, let me introduce first because everyone's excited. Gretel. Hello, Gretel. Introduce yourself. Tell us, you know, what you do, and then introduce your dish for today.
Yeah, thanks so much, Monique. My name's Gretel. I originally am from the DMV area, South Arlington, Virginia, to be specific. Hello, friends from the DMV.
Come on, DMV. I'm from DC, but we can bring y'all on.
I know. The DMV was created to, for those who don't know, the D stands for District of Columbia, the M stands for Maryland, and the V stands for Virginia. And we all, especially those in Northern Virginia, really claim DC as a hometown. And so that's why how the DMV was born. It's not where you go to get your license. Today, so I am the VP of Impact Campaigns for Represent Justice. And I actually met Monique at one of our events called Proximity about 1 year ago when we still could have events. We were outside with Helene Flowers, who's our mutual friend. Helene is an ambassador of Represent Justice and an amazing person and artist. And by artist, I mean artist in every way possible, written, spoken, visual. He can do it all. And met Monique through him. Yeah, Represent Justice is a storytelling organization that was born out of the film campaign around the film Just Mercy, starring Michael B. Jordan, Brie Larson, and Jamie Foxx. And inspired by that work, we are now an organization that's going to continue to tell stories, particularly those impacted by the justice system, as we know is broken and unfair in many ways, and many people have also survived and have been resilient and redeemed, and wanting to tell those stories and inspire others to join in and take action and help change the system. So yeah, it's been incredible. And obviously the last 10 months I've been inside, really only seeing my laptop from home, but also a lot of my studio kitchen. And thanks so much for having me on. Really challenged me to think about something new and like what I wanted to do today. I thought back to when I was a little girl in Virginia, that the first dish I ever remember wanting to make was a black pepper, bacon, creamy tomato pasta. I remember forcing my mom to go to the store and buy all those ingredients, and I must have seen it on somewhere on TV. And so I made it. And so this is an updated rendition of this, but also one of the many recipes that have gone viral in quarantine, which is Chrissy Teigen's spicy miso pasta. So it's going to be super quick, super easy, but super delicious, full of umami. Includes all the things that I love, which is noodles with a twist, spice, cheese, all the great, incredible things.
Love, love, love. So you already have water boiling, and thank you, Gretel, for hitting all of the points, because basically you said everything to what Foodie Fridays with Mo is about, which is we chat very quickly about something interesting that the guests are involved in. Represent Justice is an amazing, amazing foundation, just like Gretel said. You know what, Gretel? I saw Just Mercy at a drive-in movie, like,
oh my gosh,
with my boys.
That's incredible. Thank you for going out and seeing that. And thanks for going to see a drive-in. That's something I haven't done yet, but I'm really looking forward to doing.
It was so cool. Me and the boys sat on top of the car, you know, obviously because of quarantine, whatever. Anyways, Just Mercy is an amazing film. And Foodie Fridays with Mo is just what Gretel said. We're going to cook. My guests are going to cook a very quick dish, very easy. Everyone can do from home. You can go back to my stories and check out the ingredients, but let's get started because I already see the water boiling.
Yeah, the water is boiling. I started to get a little bit of a head start, but I will add salt to it because any pasta requires lots of salt to make it yummy. But I'll go over really quickly the ingredients, which are obviously if you're making pasta, a noodle. I picked a bucatini. The recipe calls for linguine or spaghetti, but bucatini is one of my favorite. It's got a really tiny hole in the middle, but if you can't find this, there was a bucatini shortage this summer due to the quarantine, and I guess everybody's cooking bucatini, so don't be ashamed if you can't find it.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. Parmesan cheese, which I grated, bacon, obviously one of the best ingredients in the world, which I diced, some lovely farm eggs, 2 tablespoons of blonde miso paste, some chili garlic sauce, which this probably is not going to be helpful. This is what you're looking for in the store. Same guys who make sriracha, if you guys use it, but it's chili garlic sauce, and it's super yummy and started by a Vietnamese refugee here in Southern California.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah.
It's an incredible, incredible story. There's a documentary on him. And most things I learned have honestly been through a documentary, which is why I'm in the film impact business. But yeah, it's an incredible guy who couldn't find the sauces he missed in Vietnam and started his own company, which is how sriracha was born. And again, making some other additional sauces like the chili garlic sauce, which is my favorite hot sauce that I've been using throughout. I literally had to like go buy a new container.
When I tell you, I use that for almost like I love the chili garlic sauce. I love sriracha, I use sriracha, but I love chili garlic sauce. Okay, let's go on. Let me ask you, Gretel, do you put oil in your pasta when it's cooking at all?
I do not put oil in my pasta at all. And today, I'm not even going to drain the pasta. It's going to go straight from the water into the pan. So I'm also a big fan of like trying not to do a million dishes. So again, trying to make it as simple as possible today.
Okay.
But I am going to put a little oil in my pan where I'm going to start with the bacon so it gets nice and crispy. And again, I'm going to start with that because it's going to get, I want it to get crispy and the pasta won't take too long. Yeah. So just really putting in the bacon. And I'm also using a bacon that is not super, super fatty. Not all bacon is created equally. So keep an eye on it when you're cooking because, again, not all of it is going to be the same or react the same. So
now let me ask you, for those who are, are vegetarian or don't do meat, can this dish be simplified?
You can just not include the bacon, which is totally fine. Just add olive oil to the pan, or if you want to substitute for something else, you're more than welcome to. Whether that is like a tofu or any of the vegan bacons, I think that would be just as delicious. Yeah. You are just going to want to have enough fat in the pan, and that can be in olive oil, because when you add the cheese and the miso and the stuff, you're going to want to have create an emulsification, and you're going to want that fat in order to be able to do that.
Okay. So while that's cooking, let me ask you a quick question, Gretel. What are some of the projects that Represent Justice is working on currently?
Yeah, one project we just wrapped up. And
you can walk us through what you're doing. You can slide it.
Yeah, I just adding the pasta to the salted water and setting a timer for 8 minutes. We're gonna want it al dente. So one of the projects we just wrapped up, which I'm really excited about, was called Free Our Vote. So we worked on creating a voter education tool for the system impacted community, and more simply, system impacted or returning citizens or folks who have gotten out of prison. There are various laws across the state that determine whether you can vote while you're in prison. District of Columbia actually just allowed folks to be able to vote this last year.
They did.
Inside prisons was super exciting. We worked on an effort then too in California, Prop 17, which allowed folks on parole to be able to vote. And if you didn't know, just because when you go to prison, you lose your right to vote. In most states, there's only 2 states, I think Vermont and Maine, that have it, although there's been several efforts like Oregon who are trying to change that, which again, like, is committing a crime or being being told that you committed a crime, because not everybody necessarily is guilty in prison. And so that means you lose your right to citizenship and those to vote for those who are making really big decisions of like what the people are able to do. And so things like your DA, your sheriff, your city council, those people really determine a lot of local laws and local rules. And so anyways, when you get out, many folks are put on parole or probation and still don't have the right to vote. So if you've done even your time and your sentence, that still doesn't mean you have the right to vote. So really working on that and breaking down the rules, and also allowing to create a more awareness of that if you are in a state, or being able to check to see if you're eligible to vote. But also, again, as we saw in Florida and many other places, it's a very long and hard battle for some.
Right. That's right. And you're on the production side, right?
On the production side?
Yeah.
So I do all sorts of things. I would say I started on the production side, went to school for film and media, and have done everything from be a video blogger, shooting and editing with a PA on sets many a time. So I do that. We do a lot of like supplemental content to explain that type of thing. And then also we do advocacy. So that's rallying folks like Helene and our amazing ambassador network across the country.
Right.
And then also working with organizations, really don't want to pretend like we're the ones doing this work and we're new and leading the way. There are so many people, particularly in brown communities and Black women, who have really been the ones leading the way on this effort, whether that's civil rights or rights of currently and formerly incarcerated people. We want to lift them up and build a pathway for them so that their stories can be told and heard.
Yeah, so awesome. I'm sure your house is smelling decadent right now. I'm salivating already. I can't. That's my.
It's really hard that I can smell bacon, and you cannot. So let's create the sauce, though, which is kind of a big, important piece of this.
Okay.
So it's kind of like somewhere between a cacio e pepe and a carbonara, because we're going to use some eggs. And so in this sauce, we're going to put the 3 tablespoons of chili garlic sauce. It's going to be very spicy. The 2 tablespoons of miso.
Love miso.
Which is great.
Yeah. So this is going to come out like a creamy sauce?
It's going to be kind of a creamy sauce because of the eggs and the cheese.
Okay.
We're going to add a bit of hot water.
Okay.
And begin to...
Maggie just asked me, are you going to taste this dish? And you know what, Maggie? Thank you for asking that, because I asked Gretel, like jokingly said, Gretel, I wish I could taste it afterwards. And Gretel was actually she's going to do a very good favor and bring me some. And I can't.
Yeah, you're not that far. You're just like 15 minutes, which is totally doable.
And I'm so excited. So Maggie, I am going to taste it, and I'm going to actually do like a live review of it and post it on my page. So I'm super excited.
And then, so now that you whisked the chili sauce and the miso together, I'm going to add 3 eggs.
Okay, so 3 eggs. So we have garlic chili paste, we have 3 eggs, we have the miso, and we added some hot water. Perfect.
Yep.
Is anyone else who's watching like just excited about this whole dish? Because I can't wait. Look at this. Miso and chili. Yep. Miso and chili. And Maggie, who is also in here, is an amazing, Maggie's a great, awesome woman. And I'm trying to get Maggie to do this as well, but we'll see what happens. So Gretel, so you have your meat cooking, you have the pastas going. So is that all you have to do for the sauce? Just those.
That's all you do for the sauce. That's it.
Super easy.
Yeah, so easy.
Super
and again,
easy.
we're just gonna add it to the hot pasta and bacon and toss it, and that's it.
Oh, this is so quick. This is what I love about Foodie Fridays with Mo. We find a very quick dish that we can whip up. And what's great about this is, like, if you have kids, this is a very easy dish to whip up, right? And
yep.
It's quick.
Super easy. And you obviously don't have to put the chili sauce in it if the kids don't like spicy, or decrease the amount. So yeah, and again, I'm not really adding salt and stuff like that because the miso has so much umami to it.
Right.
So again, it's super easy.
Right. Now, do you cook with miso a lot, Gretel?
Yeah, I do. And it's really hard because everybody buys like a big container and they're like, what do I do with all of this? It takes forever. But it's great for roasting vegetables. It's great in stock, particularly if you want to make like a vegan stock. And it's honestly just soybean paste. And yeah, it's great in fried rice. Again, instead of using soy sauce, try putting a bit of miso in fried rice. But yeah, I love it as kind of like a pantry staple of ingredients.
Yeah, I use miso a lot. I use miso in my stock for my veggie casseroles that I make. I love making miso soup. It's just an easy like go-to, type of thing that has a lot of flavor already. Oh my God! Look at this. 11 o'clock in the morning, and we're
this is honestly I haven't eaten. This is. The bite that I take is definitely going to be my breakfast.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So we can't wait to see.
All right. So we're pretty much there. Let's test to see how the pasta is. I like the pasta al dente.
Okay.
So you gotta just take it out and honestly, either just feel it. Obviously, it's going to be warm.
Yeah. That's so funny that there was a bucatini shortage.
You can look it up. There's a whole article on Grub Street.
It's good?
We're like, 1 minute more.
You set a timer for 8 minutes, right?
I set a timer for 8 minutes, but obviously read the package. or cook it to taste. I always do like 1 or 2 minutes under what the package says, and then taste it, especially if you're going to put it in a sauce or something. You're going to want to make sure it's al dente, and it always keeps cooking while you're doing stuff.
Yeah. So Maggie's asking, what was the meat that you cooked?
This is just bacon. This is just a plain thick cut bacon, which I like really thick cut bacon, but you can use any type of bacon or meat that you really have.
Mm-hmm. So this dish is really about that sauce though, right?
It's really about the sauce. It's really about being able to, honestly, create both a salty and spicy flavor. And now I'm just adding it straight.
Okay.
The recipe doesn't necessarily say to do this, but again, I often look for shortcuts to be able to, again, eliminate having to do a million dishes. I've never done so many dishes in the last 10 months. I can't believe how much you generate eating 3 meals at home and how much I didn't realize I didn't eat that much at home before.
I mean, I think that's been the great thing about, one of the great things about quarantine is that, we have learned, for those who haven't cooked as much at home before. I mean, I'm an avid cooker, besides the fact that
that Chilean sea bass you made the other week looked amazing.
Oh my gosh, I love cooking. The thing is, like, I would never consider myself a chef or anything, but I have always enjoyed cooking. So the one thing about quarantine is that I think it has really amped up everyone's ability to try new dishes and to start cooking more in home, and it also helps with saving money, I'm sure, as everyone can see, right?
Absolutely.
So for anyone,
especially coffee, I do have to say that was a habit.
Coffee,
I didn't know it was so expensive. Was drinking coffee out, where I was like, oh, I'm not spending $50 a week going to Starbucks or your local coffee shop, because LA has some really great coffee shops.
Yes, LA has a lot of great coffee shops. I absolutely love coffee. I have bridged over to being more of a tea drinker recently, I'm gonna say within the past 2 years. But it's so interesting. About a week ago, I all of a sudden out of the blue had this taste for coffee, just the creaminess of it. And it's just so warm and so filling, so I miss that. But, this is so much fun. So you're going to add the sauce now to the pan that you already have the pasta and the bacon.
Yeah. So I've tossed the pasta and got it really all nice and coated in that bacon fat with a little bit of oil. Now I'm going to just re-whisk and add the sauce. I could better this way.
Oh my gosh.
And again, we'll continue to toss. I know there's egg in here, and I just put in something very hot. If you keep it moving, and I turned off the heat, it will not scramble, I promise. And I know, again, that's really nerve-wracking. But if you keep it moving,
oh my gosh,
keep going.
That already, and Maggie, you're absolutely right. This quarantine has amped up everyone's cooking muscles for sure. That's why I thought this would be a great thing to do on Fridays. It's sometimes you get tired of cooking the same things, and then I'm let's invite some people on to show some different dishes and share some different recipes. And if anyone who's not following Gretel, first of all, just an amazing human being. If you're just tuning in, she works with the Represent Justice organization, which is an advocate for returning citizens and who have been affected by mass incarceration. I can't even talk because my mouth is watering.
And I'm going to add some of my scallions.
Okay, we have scallions. Okay.
And then some of my cheese.
So what kind of cheese is that?
This is a Parmigiano Reggiano. Okay. And this is like a freshly grated, but you can use some of the stuff in the green can, which we've all used, and then just black pepper.
Okay.
and I'm going to continue tossing.
Okay.
Which will melt the cheese and continue to like the emulsification process.
Now that it's off of the stove, the egg will not continue to like.
Yes, the egg will not continue to break or to cook. Again, you won't scramble as long as again I've turned off the heat. And yeah, we're pretty much almost there.
So remind everyone again what this dish is called.
This dish is called Chrissy Teigen's Spicy Miso Pasta. If you Google it, it's very easy to find. And yeah, it's, again, not very many ingredients and super easy.
Oh, yum. Yum. Yum, yum,
Okay.
yum.
So now we're honestly just going to plate it. That's the last bit to do.
Okay, and you're going to taste for us, right?
I'll taste it, and then obviously our part 2 will be you tasting it.
Part 2 will be me. Part 2 will be my review.
All right, so especially I love tongs to be able to plate pasta if you want to serve yourself. I live alone, so like I do this for myself. I'm just taking a big hunk, place it in the middle of your dish, and then turn the dish. That's how you kind of get that like restaurant.
There you go. See, that's a tip I didn't know.
And then add in extra scallions and extra cheese.
Oh my gosh.
And that's pretty much it.
Oh, I'm dying.
Yes,
I'm dying. Look at this. Oh my God, that looks beautiful. That is a great tip. Nikki said that. I agree, Nikki. It is a great tip because I never knew how to get that whole restaurant looking.
Yeah, like sometimes you try to like just plop in the middle and you're like, but how does it kind of like all look, even and the same? That's how it's done.
All right, here we go. Grand finale.
Here we go.
See, everyone's saying they're hungry now, Gretel. Everyone's hungry.
It's hungry. It's spicy, I will say. And I love the crunch from the bacon and the scallions.
Yeah.
With the umami of the miso.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's super flavorful.
It's flavorful, huh? It sounds like it's flavorful. So now, for those who are not on the spicy side of things, what can they substitute? Or do you just
there's 3 tablespoons of this in here. You can use less and just a pinch. You can use red pepper. There are some Korean fermented chili pastes, which are not very spicy. Even like a gochujang, which is a little bit sweet, or a sambal solek, again, not very spicy, but it gives it kind of that acidity punch, which I love, particularly in the pasta.
Oh my gosh, Gretel, thank you so. This is, first of all, you look like you have a whole Martha Stewart kitchen in there. I love it. I love you came with the apron already.
I decided to go all out. Why not? And then I'm going to literally package this for you with your own cheese and scallion toppings. And come over, and so I'll be there in 15 minutes to do a socially distanced drop-off.
Socially distanced drop-off, and it's perfect because it's not raining like right now at this moment. Someone asked, will this recipe be posted somewhere? So this is what I'm going to do with this, right? So only today, because Gretel's near me, I'm actually going to do a taste test for myself, and I'm going to do a recap of the dish, but on my personal page, I'm going to do a small recap of Gretel, like just going through the dish, and then this whole live will be posted on my IG stories, and then it'll also be posted on my YouTube channel. So if you go to the link in my bio, there's a Linktree link, and you'll see Monique's YouTube channel. At the end of the day, I will have it posted. I'll post everything, and you guys will know. But everyone, please follow Gretel. She's an amazing, amazing person doing amazing work at Represent Justice. Aside from that, all of her food pics, when I tell you literally salivating is my word for Gretel. Because
thank you so much, Monique. And you can follow Represent Justice at WeRepJustice on Instagram. There's some really amazing content there. And feel free to donate if you're feeling generous so we can kind of continue to do our work this year and beyond.
There you go. Follow We Rep Justice, Gretel Truong. Gretel, thank you so much. See how we're at 11:31. We at the perfect time.
We did it. 30 minutes.
Thank you, Gretel. I'll see you in a little bit.
Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.
Later. Talk to you later. That was amazing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was so much fun. Gretel's so awesome, and that dish looks so amazing. I'm so grateful that she's willing to even just bring some for me to try. So I'm actually going to taste it. Hey, Maggie, thank you for coming through. I want to thank everyone for taking your time out. I try to make this short and sweet to bring guests on that have great cooking skills. And when I say great, I don't mean like restaurant style, but enough for me to if I follow them and I see their food pics, I'm like, okay, I need them on. And then they're doing amazing things. And We Represent Justice is an amazing organization that you're able to donate to. You guys should go follow them. I'm a huge advocate for, decreasing mass incarceration and assisting returning citizens. So that's what that organization, We Represent Justice, does. Thank you guys. Have an amazing, amazing Friday. I appreciate everyone, every single one of you that came through today. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. I will do a recap on my page, and have an amazing weekend. Love on yourself. Love on everyone else. Love on your family members. I love you. I'm loving on me. Happy Friday. Thank you for tuning in to Foodie Fridays with Mel. I'll see you guys later.
All right, everyone, I am walking to meet Gretel. We are going to properly social distance. Gretel, great. She's so sweet. Gretel drove to bring me a copy of this dish that she made. Look at Gretel. Hi. Wait, let's move away from the dog. We're giving air hugs. Air hugs. This is the dish. Here's the dish. Gretel, thank you so much. Say, of course. Oh my God, look at Gretel in her Ivy Park. Gretel is not even playing. Look at this. I love it. You have the full fit on. You look so cute. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm gonna go in the house. I'm gonna taste the dish. I'm gonna post everything. Gretel, thank you so much. Okay, I'll see you. Okay, I'm gonna go in the house. I'm gonna taste this, and I'm gonna let you guys know what it tastes like. I'll see you in a second.
Okay, so I am just getting back in the house. I washed my hands. I just met Gretel. She was so sweet. She brought me the dish that she just cooked on live. She brought it in this brown paper bag, so nice. I'm gonna unplate it for everyone, and she has everything in the dish. So this is, these are some green scallions and the cheese, the Parmesan cheese, freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Put that, oh my God. This, yes, this already smells, oh my God, the scallions smell delicious. Does that smell good? Does that smell good? So, careful, Nora. And so this is the cheese and the scallions. She put in, oh my God, she's so sweet. Gretel is just so sweet. Let me put that down. Let me take the fork out. By the way, Gretel was decked out in her Ivy Park wear. Don't even play with her on this rainy Friday, okay? She looks so cute. I know. Here's the pasta. And it's pasta. And it's still warm. It's nice. And the noodles are thick. It's bucatoni noodles. Oh, look at his face. It's nice and creamy, okay? Careful. I'm going to now add the scallions and the cheese right on top. Okay. This looks so, oh my God, I'm dying. This is the pasta. Come on this side. Okay. This looks so good. Oh my God. Look at this. It smells so good. Oh my God. I can smell the scallions. I can smell the spices. Here, you want to taste? Okay. Let him taste first. Is it good? Let me taste. Oh my goodness. It's spicy. Go get some water. Now, I love spice, so this dish is not spicy for me, but I could see it being made be spicy for others. So I do remember Gretel, when she was cooking live, said that she used 3 tablespoons of the spicy miso garlic paste. So she also mentioned that you cannot use that, or you could use less of that, maybe 1 tablespoon. But this is delicious to me. This is so, oh my God. Seriously, I can't even do. I could literally sit here and eat this entire thing while I'm doing this video, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. Just know that it is so delicious. It's creamy, it's flavorful. I mean, it's spicy, which I love spicy. If you don't like spicy, don't put spicy, but baby, Gretel, thank you, Gretel. You did amazing, Gretel. This dish is amazing. Creamy miso pasta with bucatini pasta, which was out, okay? There was a shortage in bucatini pasta. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna finish my dish. Go to my YouTube channel. If you're already on my YouTube channel, like and subscribe. Follow Monique at MoniqueCash1 on Instagram. Follow at Gretel Truong on Instagram, and make sure you also follow at We Rep Justice on Instagram. I'm gonna finish eating. Thank you for joining Foodie Fridays with Mo. I hope to see you next Friday. Have an amazing weekend.